from coast to coast, in every state in the Union, the more than 3,000 DeSoto Plymouth dealers of America present Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life. And now, here he is, the one, the only...
Groucho! That's me, Groucho Marx. Well, here I am again, all ready to start the new season with $1,000 for one of our couples. Fenneman, who's first to try for it?
Well, a couple about to be married, Groucho. They were selected by the studio audience just before we went on the air.
Really?
They are Corinne Dressler and Elmer Rich.
People?
Step right up here and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome, kids, for the DeSoto Plymouth Dealers of America. And if you say the secret word while we're talking, you will divide $100 between you. It's a common word, something you'll find around the house. A couple about to be married. Corinne Dressler, is that?
That's right.
And Elmer Rich, eh?
Yes, Groucho.
So you two are about to set sail on the sea of matrimony, eh? Miss Dressler, where are you from?
I'm from the Tri-City, Dubuque, Iowa.
Is that three cities, Dubuque, Iowa?
Well, it's right on the boundary of Illinois, Wisconsin, and Iowa.
Oh, well, that's very educational. And Mr. Rich?
I'm from
Where are you from?
a small corner of South Dakota near Alcester.
Alcester? Oh, you look like Jimmy Roosevelt. What sort of work do you do, Elm? I'll call you Elm. That's a tree I used to know in North Dakota.
I work for the Owens, Illinois Glass Company
Owens, Illinois Glass Company? Where is Owens, Illinois?
in Vernon, California.
Has Rand McNally heard about this?
I mean, Owens, Illinois.
Elmer, let's start all over again. Just where is Owens, Illinois?
Originally said place is Owens, Illinois.
You just said it was in Vernon, California. I hope your glass is clearer than your geography. What is your job at this plant specifically?
I'm a production recorder.
Production recorder, and what does that consist of?
Well, after the ware is put in boxes, it's put on wheel wagons, and
I didn't get the first.
after the bottles, the ware. We call it ware.
Why don't you call it bottles? It's too simple.
I guess so. I don't know. But anyway, it's
Have you ever inquired? Why don't you ask the foreman at the plant why they don't call them bottles, since they are bottles?
I don't know. I never
You just
thought of
stand
it.
there and giggle at the foreman, huh? And where do you work, Corinne? Where do you work?
I work at Owens, Illinois, too.
For a town that doesn't exist. Owens, Illinois has a bigger population than Vernon, California. How did you meet this chap?
I was working one day, and he used to come around every hour to check the offware. And
That's what you thought. Huh?
well, he didn't pay any attention to me for a long time, and I noticed him. But one day he finally noticed me for some reason or other, and he asked me.
What was the reason?
I don't know.
I know, but I won't tell you. You know, two can play at that game. I can be just as coy as you can. Well, anyway, you looked him over. He had looked you over.
And finally, he came up and asked me for a date. And then after that, he used to stop around every half hour.
Must have got a lot of work done at that plant. And what is your job at the factory?
I'm a selector.
A selector?
Yes.
Isn't that strange? I knew you were a selector the moment I saw you. If I met you on the street, I'd say to myself, there's a selector if I ever saw one. Now then, what is a selector?
Well, I pack all the ware in boxes.
You call it wares too, huh?
Yes. And I check it for all defects, for cracks and for bullheads.
Bullheads?
Yes.
What do? Do you go fishing in this plant? What's a bullhead?
Oh, it's the
I had a sponsor one who was a bullhead.
It's the top of
Pardon
the...
me just a minute. I want to see if I'm still with you soon. This is the longest I've had a sponsor in a long time. Well, there you are, fishing in the plant.
Mm-hmm. And I check it for all defects. I mean, check overs, check unders, and check bottoms.
You check bottoms? Are you sure you're not a lifeguard? Was that how you selected Elmer? You examined him to see if he was cracked? Now, in just 1 minute, you're going to play You Bet Your Life for a chance at the $1,000. Before you do, pay close attention to Fenneman, who is speaking for all of us on the show. Now, let's see if you two will get a chance at the $1,000. Fenneman, tell them the rules.
Each of our three couples has $20. They bet as much of that 20 as they want on each of 4 questions. The couple that earns the most money gets a chance at the $1,000 DeSoto Plymouth question at the end of the show. You see, our other 2 couples are in a waiting room off stage, so they don't know what's happening out here.
Well, that's fair enough. Here we go. Now, let's see how high I can build you $20. You selected national parks as your category. Here's your first question. How much of the 20 will you try?
10.
10? In what state is the Grand Canyon National Park?
Arizona.
Arizona is right.
And they're on the way, Groucho. They have $30.
All right, you got $30. Remember, you're going for $1,000 tonight. Now, how much of the 30 will you bet on your second question?
20.
20, huh? You don't pay any attention to her at all. All right, in what state is Mount Rainier National Park?
Washington.
Washington is correct.
They're really climbing now. They have $50.
All right, here's your third question. How much of the 50 will you bet? Elmer, stop simpering and make a decision.
Okay.
After all,
20.
you're the head of the family.
20.
Not yet.
You betting $20?
Yes.
Just ignore them out there. Huh? Here's your third question. You're betting $20. In what state is the Everglades National Park?
Florida.
Florida is right.
They're really up there now. They have $70, Groucho.
All right, here's your last chance to beat the other couples. How much of the 70 will you bet?
10.
All right, 10.
$10. In what state is Carlsbad Cavern National Park?
Oh, New Mexico.
New Mexico is correct.
And the lineup for the grand total is $80.
Well, thanks and good luck from the DeSoto Plymouth dealers. Now, don't go too far away. You may get a chance at the big question.
Our next couple doesn't know that the secret word is wall. Perhaps they'll say it while they're talking to you. Okay, fellas?
Perhaps.
Bring them in. We invited some women who work in a self-service laundry and some men to the show tonight, and we selected, just before we went on the air, these people right here. This is Pauline Jenks and Huntley Chapin. Meet Groucho Marx.
Well, welcome to You Bet Your Life. And if you say the secret word, you'll divide $100 between you. It's a common word, something you'll find around the house. Now, Mrs. Pauline Jenks, you must be the laundry operator. Now, come clean her. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Glendale.
Glendale,
Mm-hmm.
huh? And Mr. Chapin, what are you doing in California?
I'm living here.
Well, now that I get a good look at you, I imagine you are. Now, do you ever do your washing in a self-service laundry, Mr. Chapin?
No, I don't.
Where do you do your washing?
I don't do it.
You don't wash?
No.
Well, I suppose it's all the way you're brought up. Now, Miss Jenks, tell us something about your washing emporium. What is a self-service laundry?
Well, a self-service laundry is where
It's a cafeteria for underwear?
it's where a housewife brings her weekly wash.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a store that has washing machines. We have the Westinghouse laundromat machine, and we have 20 machines lined against the wall.
I said wall. It's a secret wall.
That's the Flying Duck, Miss Jenks.
That's the first time I ever won anything.
Well, you two split $100 between you for that, huh? Don't forget that
good
Mr.
call.
Flytrap gets 50 smackers of that, huh?
Good call.
Now then, where were you? You were
I was
you
in
were
the
explaining
self-service
about
laundry.
you had 20 machines against the wall.
Yes, and
What do you do, shoot them?
we have dryers and extractors and ironers, everything to finish the laundry completely.
I see. Now, as a self-service laundry operator, has anything unusual ever happened to you?
Well, not particularly in connection with the laundry business that I can think of right now. I can remember one time about 15 years ago when I was in Laguna Beach, something unusual happened.
It's a good place for it.
It's a little bit embarrassing, it was at the time, but I laugh about it now.
Well, we won't tell anybody.
I was out swimming with a girlfriend, and we used to swim a long ways out from shore and practice the crawl. And we used to swim all on natural because we could get a lot more speed
You
and
mean on the
freedom
half
with
shell?
stroke. And while we were swimming one day, we had a surfboard with us, and one would hold the suits while the other would practice swimming, and we'd take turns. And I happened to look towards shore, and I saw the lifeguards setting out in their boat. So I got
How many lifeguards were there coming out?
Three.
Three and only two girls? Well, that's Laguna for you. At Santa Monica, there'd have been 7. So anyway,
Well,
there you are, naked in the middle of the Pacific
That's
Ocean.
right.
That was the year I had to go to the mountains. That's been the history of my life. I've always made the wrong move.
Well, they rode around a couple times, then they left, and I finally had to laugh about it, too, although I wasn't laughing at the time. But
Did you ever get your suit back on?
Well, that's right. I got it back on before I got into shore.
Well, let's get back to the cleaning business. Now, suppose I slink into your bathhouse with my moldy laundry. What's the first thing that happens?
Well, you put your laundry in the machines, and then we give you a ticket.
I'm only going 20 miles an hour. Look, if I throw my laundry in your machine, the first thing that would happen is the machine would throw it right back. All right, now my socks are happily splashing in your machine. Now what do? Do I have to rinse them out?
Oh, no, our machine does everything.
When machines start doing everything, that's when I start selling my Liberty Bar. Well, now that I know all about self-service laundry, let's see how well you two make out in the battle for the $1,000. Now, you've got to work together as a team. You've got to run your $20 into more than our other couples. I can't tell you how much the first couple won, but Fenneman is off stage to remind our listeners.
The young couple about to be married won $80.
You all ready? Here we go. Let's see how high I can build you $20. You selected friends and companions as your category. Fenneman, be here on time in the future, will you? Or you can turn in your uniform. Now, here's your first question. How much of the 20 will you try?
10.
$10. What was the name of Robinson Crusoe's companion?
Friday.
Friday is right. And they're on their way. They have $20, Groucho. Remember, you're going for $1,000 tonight. Now you have $30. How much of the 30 will you risk?
30.
30. What was the name of John Alden's friend?
Miles Standard.
They have $60.
They have $60. All right, here's your third question. How much of the 60?
Want to bet at all?
No, not
Well, let's bet.
Talk up, kids.
30?
30.
$30. All right. What was the name of Tom Sawyer's friend?
Finn.
Huckleberry Finn is right.
Now they have $90.
We're just dying to throw this money your way, you know. All right, you got $90, and here's your last chance to beat the other couples. Now, how much will you bet?
Well, let's bet it all, shall we?
Okay. Make it easy.
You're going to be clean anyhow in the laundromat. You might as well be clean. Little John of Sherwood Forest was a friend and follower of what leader?
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood is right. Thanks and good luck from the DeSoto Plymouth dealers. Now, we'll soon know who gets the chance at the $1,000 question.
The couple who was just up here, the lady that runs the automatic laundry and the married man from the audience are ahead with their $180.
I see.
Secret word is still wall.
Still wall. Okay.
We went searching through the audience tonight for some people with unusual occupations. And just before we went on the air, we selected Mary Mitchell, and her partner is Mr. William Peeler. Folks, come on in here and meet Groucho Marx. No, this is Groucho here.
Oh, this is Fenneman over
Yes,
here.
I'm glad to know you, too.
Well, welcome, kids. Welcome for the DeSoto Plymouth dealers. And if you say the secret word, you'll divide $100 between you. It's a common word, something you'll find around the house. Mary Mitchell, is that right?
Correct.
Mary Mitchell, and William Peeler. Mrs. Mitchell, where are you from?
Liberal, Missouri.
Liberal which? What did you say?
Missouri. Liberal, Missouri.
Liberal, Missouri?
That's right.
Well, I've learned something tonight.
That's my hometown.
What is the population of that town?
800.
800.
Before I left.
Is that why you left, Mrs. Mitchell?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, you may before the evening is over. Now, you were chosen tonight because of your unusual occupations. Mrs. Mitchell, what is your occupation?
I am associated with the Cat Care Club.
A cat care club?
Cat Care Club.
Well, what is a cat care club?
Well, we rescue cats and find homes for them.
How many cats do you have at the present time?
Oh, about 150.
Well, where do you get your cats?
Oh, people phone from all over the country, all over the county, and even other counties. Just before I came down here, a woman called me and wanted me to take care of 35 cats. She started out with one cat a short time ago, and now she has 30 cats. She's 35. She says she sees her mistake. But it's too late, so I must take the cats.
Mrs. Mitchell, biologically, that's not possible. You can't start off with one cat and then have 30 cats.
Well, she did
You have to start off with 2 cats.
Well, in
Not
fact,
much I know about cats.
I know. 2 stray cats came in after she took the one cat. So she really started with 3 cats.
Oh. Well, that's more like it, anyway. Now, what is your unusual occupation, Mr. Peeler?
Well, I am a wood carver. I take a solid block of wood like this, and in 5 minutes and 23 seconds, I have a pair of pliers that'll open and shut like that.
Are these pliers? I thought those were bow legs.
And, well, they look like bow legs, but they're
I used to
really a
have a
little
pair
pair
like
of pliers.
They're pliers, eh?
Yes. You see,
Well, that's very clever.
made my glasses out of wood, and my watch chain, that's made out of one solid block of wood, and it isn't put together, and you can't take it apart.
What about the watch?
The watch isn't made of wood. That's made of gold and one thing or another. I didn't make the watch. I just made the chain.
That's very clever.
Yes.
Is this for me?
Yes, that's for you. You
Oh,
may
you
keep
should
that
have.
for a souvenir. I sell those for souvenirs.
Oh, I see. You sell them.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
here, you better take it back.
You can keep that.
I don't want to get involved in any finance with you. Bill, let's get back to wood carving. Is there pretty good money in your business? Is it true you're always in the chips?
Well, I manage to eat 3 square meals twice a week, and the rest of the time I fast, and I make these pliers. I sell them for $1 a piece.
Yeah, let's see that. I've never seen one of those.
And,
Well, that's very interesting. Is this for me?
yes, if you want it.
Oh, you shouldn't have, huh? I may get enough of all the brothers here tonight, huh? I'll have his watch before he leaves here. You say people pay $1 a piece for those wooden pliers? Why?
Well, you see, I throw in a $50 bill with each pair that I sell.
Well, that's
free.
a pretty good come-on, huh? I can see you have a very good head for business, Mr. Peeler. Have you had it examined lately? Now, tell me, Blockbuster, that's because you're a wood carver. Tell me, how do you make money giving away $50 bills?
Well, you see, I print my own money. That's why I can do it.
Well, that explains it. I'm relieved to know that you're not doing anything dishonest, Mr. Peeler. Now, as one counterfeiter to another, why do you do it?
Well, because, you see, with my kind of money, there wouldn't be any unemployment in California or in the United States, and there wouldn't be any poverty. And if I could eliminate all unemployment and all poverty by just making a little change in the money system, why, that would really be worth doing. You see, we got a lot of colors in the rainbow, and we got a lot of different kinds of money. And all of the money we've ever had has always been green on the back. Well, one year I want to print the $100 bills red and the $50 bills blue and the $20 bills brown. And then I want to come out over the microphone and say, all you people that got a $100 bill that's red on the back, dated 1950, I'm going to call it in 3 weeks from tomorrow at a discount. Now, you go home and get that $50 bill or that $100 bill out from under the rug, and you go down, you buy that suit of clothes you've been looking at for the last 6 months, but you were too stingy to buy the suit of clothes because you thought more of the money than you did of the clothes. But if you hang on to the money, you're going to have to pay a discount. So when you buy the suit of clothes and the factory opens up and hires another guy, and we got more prosperity than we got now. And that's the way I intend to eliminate all unemployment and all poverty in the state of California by just changing the money a little bit, making it different colors and putting a date on it and calling it in every once in a while.
I used to think I talked a lot, huh? Mr. Peeler, have you always been a whittler?
No. I have been in the real estate business, and then I ran for Congress in 1935 in the valley, yes.
What happened when you ran for Congress?
Well, out of 150,000 votes, I only lacked 952, getting enough to go down to Congress. But you see, I didn't have quite enough money. My major opponent, out of the 17, I was second, he was first. He spent $25,000, and I only had 10. But with that 10, I bought a little automobile and put loudspeaker horns on it and had a microphone in front of the wheel, and I'd go down the street and I'd say, Peeler for the people. Peeler peels the peeling from the pension problem. He puts the plan plainly and paints pretty pictures of its possibility. Please put this paper on your piano, and if you like him, put him in Congress. His speeches have powerful pull and please the people. Plan to hear him tonight at the high school. Everybody come out.
I'm surprised you got any votes. Well, you've been an interesting couple, and we're happy to have you here. Now, we're going to play You Bet Your Life. You beat our other two couples, and you get a chance at the $1,000. At the DeSoto Plymouth question, that's the $1,000 question. I can't tell you how much the other couples won, but Fenneman's all going to remind our listeners.
The woman from the self-service laundry and the married man are ahead with $180.
Here we go. Let's see how high I can build you $20. You selected famous rivers as your category. Now, here's your first question. How much of the 20 will you try?
Half.
Half? Is that all right with you,
that's
Mr.
all
Peeler?
right, yes.
What is the name of the river boundary between Texas and Mexico?
The river boundary between
What is the river between Texas and Mexico?
Oh, yes, I know what that river is.
I don't know, and I wish you'd tell me, eh?
Between Texas and Mexico? Yeah, the Rio Grande.
Rio Grande is right, eh?
And we're on our way, Groucho. We'll have $30.
Remember, you're going for $1,000 tonight. Now, how much of the $30 you're going to try?
Half.
Half? Is that all right with you, Mr. Peeler?
Well, I guess so.
All right. What is the name of the South American river with the largest volume of water in the world?
Well,
Amazon.
The Amazon is right.
We're on the way now. We have $45.
Here's your third question. How much of the 45 will you try?
What do you say?
oh, we can spare 20, I guess.
20 it is.
$20. What is the name of the river that cuts through the Grand Canyon?
Colorado.
The Colorado is right.
And now they have $65.
$65 is your last chance to beat the other couples. Now, how much of the 65?
What do you say?
Oh, we might just as well, let's shoot half of it anyway. You want to shoot all of it?
What he says, we'll listen to him.
All right, you can buy another cat with this.
Do you want to shoot it all? Well, let's
Let's take a minute. How much
about
is it?
65.
I don't know now.
You see, we're getting...
$65.
You see, we're getting frightened. Now, we
I'd
mustn't
like to
be
come
afraid.
out with
Don't
a $5 bill anyway.
What do you care? You're going to print your own money anyhow.
Well, mine ain't any good, though, you see. I can't spend mine yet.
All right, kids, come on. We got another show next Thursday. What are you going to do?
$20.
How much?
$20.
$20. Here's your last. All right, here we go. London Bridge crosses what English river?
London Bridge?
London Bridge crosses what English river?
Oh, you know
Now,
that.
don't get your own bridge
Thames.
mixed up in this, huh?
Thames.
The Thames is right, huh?
And they wind up with a grand total of $85. And that means the laundry lady and the married man with $180 get the chance at the DeSoto Plymouth $1,000 question.
Here we go with the big question. Just want to show you that this is on the square. All right, here we go for $1,000. I'll give you 15 seconds to decide on a single answer between you, so think carefully, and please no help from the audience. Here it is. Ready? What is the name of the city that has been the capital of Korea for more than 2,000 years? All right, what is the answer you two have decided upon?
Sewell.
Sewell is right. Well, you had the right answer, so you win $1,000. What are you going to do with all that money?
Well,
Any notions?
I kind of like to...
You're going to buy a bathing suit and go back in that raft, huh?
Oh, well, I think I'll kind of spread it around. I think...
Well, spread some around me, will you?
Money's fun if you can share it, and I can think of a few people that kind of need some.
Well, that's a good way to spend the money, yeah? Let's see, you win $1,000, and how much?
$180 in the quiz.
That's $1,180
Yeah.
in secret word.
She said the secret word, too.
$1,280. You really cleaned up tonight. Congratulations.
Oh.
From the more than 3,000 DeSoto Plymouth dealers from coast to coast, you bet your life.
Be sure to tune in next week at the same time for the Groucho Marx Show. Don't miss You Bet Your Life on radio every Wednesday night. And remember, all dealers who sell DeSoto also sell Plymouth. Two great cars, both products of the Chrysler Corporation.
Friends, go in to see a DeSoto Plymouth dealer tomorrow. And when you do, tell them Groucho sent you.
This is George Fenneman signing off with a reminder from the National Safety Council. Walkers wise use their eyes.